In tonight's big story breakdown, we're digging into how Oklahomans are stepping up to help those impacted by the government shutdown. We are just days away from a record-breaking shutdown, and the effects on food insecurity are in full force. Fox 25's Rob Hagan standing by live in Oklahoma City with more on the impact to the Meals on Wheels program. Rob, what can you tell us?
That's right, Adam. Meals on Wheels has seen an uptick in services because of the SNAP freeze coming this Saturday, and they're asking for the community's help to keep the wheels turning. Meals on Wheels delivers hot and ready-to-eat meals to seniors at 62 years young or older Monday through Friday. But they've been delivering more meals to new clients since word of the SNAP freeze.
We are seeing a sense of almost panic from the clients and surety. They're turning to us, needing extra help. Executive Director Summer McGuire says the Norman location delivers more than 280 meals per day. Now they're even delivering to-go bags for the weekends. It's not just for the elderly. The meals go to people who are disabled with seizure disorders, diabetes, or sick in need of specialized diets. That's where the Norman Regional Healthplex comes in.
If a patient is on a heart-healthy diet, we'll provide them with lower sodium, lower cholesterol diets, or if they're diabetic, a lower carbohydrate diet. And if they have any allergies, we have all the recipes and nutrition information so we can remove any allergens from their food.
Clients are on a sliding scale that can be as low as $1.07 to free, depending on the situation. People start receiving meals 24 hours after signing up. But the organization needs $15 grand a month in donations to keep the hot meals going to people's doors. Summer says it's more than a meal that keeps people going. It's the human interaction that comes with it, delivering a side of smiles in the process.
There's a lot you don't know, you can't count on, but Meals on Wheels, you can count on us.
Now, Meals on Wheels, they need food, they need volunteers, and most of all, they need monetary donations because their dollar could stretch further than yours. You can also buy poinsettias to brighten up the holiday season for people who may be alone. Live in downtown Oklahoma City, Rob Hagan, Fox 25 News.
Thank you, Rob. And the governor has spoken recently on how grocery stores could be impacted due to the loss of people using SNAP benefits in their stores. Our crew went to a locally owned grocery store in Hennessy today to see exactly what impacts they're bracing for if the government doesn't reopen soon.
We accept SNAP, and it's about, I would say, about 10% of our business, which doesn't seem like a lot until you lose it. And this business is a penny business. We make very small profit.
The owner told us customers can use their SNAP benefits at their store for the time being. He tells us their profit margins are thin as it is. Now, some Oklahomans gearing up for deer season, using this year as a chance to give back. Hunters Against Hunger, a program run by the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. Since launching in 1993, it's provided hundreds of thousands of meals to Oklahomans, with one deer making about 168 meals.
I encourage folks to go deer hunting, and if they can't eat all their deer or want to take an extra doe, then take it to one of those processors. It makes a big difference.
This year, the program working with local processors and food banks to get ready for the season. There's multiple locations participating throughout the state, all helping to support the Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma. Officials say even a single donation can help fill dinner tables all across Oklahoma this holiday season. And as SNAP benefits are set to expire November 1st, one local restaurant doing their part to look after those who in the community who will be impacted. Fox 25's Grant Palmer joining us live in studio. Grant, tell us about the restaurant and what they're doing to help folks out.
Yeah, Adam, Corey B. Cookin' Seafood and More will be giving out boxes filled with food this Saturday, November 1st at noon. All you need to do is bring your SNAP card and a picture ID.
At Corey B. Cookin', Corey Harris is usually serving up seafood like lobster or even fried rice for his customers. But soon, he'll be serving his community in a different way, packing boxes filled with food to make sure those who rely on SNAP benefits don't go hungry.
If they can get 3-4 meals out of it, then that's better than getting nothing out of it. And there's a lot of people who have reached out who definitely needs the help.
So here's some items you can expect to see in the box. We got some deli meat, carrots, obviously you need your veggies, ramen, can't go wrong with ramen, potatoes, green beans, all the kinds of things that you need to satisfy some hunger.
Corey tells me a big reason he's doing the giveaway boxes is because it hits close to home for him.
Being somebody who grew up on SNAP themselves, I know how it was for my mother to go grocery shopping and get enough food for us and still not have enough and have to go to food banks and things like that just to be able to make sure that we were able to eat.
Corey says he's had at least 75 people reach out to him about the giveaways, and he's expecting more. He adds he's not stopping anytime soon either.
Absolutely. So, of course, the boxes probably won't last for a full month, which is why we plan to continue to do it weekly until, benefits start back up, just doing our part.
He adds with plans to keep doing this, donations are crucial to make that possible. He says you can message the Corey B. Cookin Facebook page for payment options. Reporting in studio, Grant Palmer, Fox 25 News.
Thank you, Grant. The Crossstar Dinner Club is ready to help out anyone who will be impacted if SNAP benefits freeze this Saturday. Starting on Tuesday, you can swing by their headquarters near Southwestern Avenue and Southwest Street during regular hours to pick up a pre-packaged bag of groceries. They ask when you arrive to show your EBT card. They'll only be giving out one per household. People could donate food items at any of their locations. And starting tonight, the Vortex in Spencer will be offering a special discount for all Tinker servicemen and women. The restaurant tells us any military member who comes in and shows them their credentials will get a 50% off their bill until the government shutdown comes to an end. They're also asking the community for help with donating meals and canned and boxed goods. The impacts of the shutdown now reaching pet owners. Some are considering surrendering their furry friends. At the OKC Animal Welfare, every kennel's full. Shelter can't accept any pet surrenders. Staff say they're seeing more owners come in struggling to feed their pets. So to help, the shelter's providing food in its pet food pantry, but supplies are running low. It's entirely donation-based. The shelter wants to help its community.
Anybody has the means to buy some extra food when they buy food for their pet, please buy an extra bag, buy a small bag, a big bag, whatever you can afford, and we'd be happy to accept that to put in our pantry to help out a family in need.
Despite the shortage, some in the community are stepping up. We spoke with a foster mom of many dogs who dropped off hundreds of pounds of pet food today.
You might think that one small thing is not a big deal, but it really is. Mine just started with creating a little list and hoping that a couple people would donate, and today it was 551 pounds of food.
The Animal Welfare Superintendent says there's several organizations and local food pantries providing pet food and foster communities willing to help with pet care. Donations accepted at OKC Animal Welfare from Tuesday to Saturday from 9 to 5. As the federal shutdown continues tonight, churches across the state stepping up to make sure families don't go hungry. Earlier this week, the governor called on nonprofits, faith-based organizations, and Oklahomans to step up and help those in need. Now, over in Tulsa, there's hundreds of religious organizations and churches. We checked to see how many are responding to the governor's call.
The governor's office reached out with the understanding that come this Saturday, the SNAP program will be temporarily suspended because of the government shutdown. And so just asking if we as a church would step up our efforts of what we already do, but increase it in preparation for probably a whole lot more Oklahoma families that are going to need help with groceries. And so obviously we said yes.
Sheridan, just one of dozens of churches answering that call, preparing food drives and community meals to help fill the gap. This year's Oklahoma Warriors Honor Flight came with a wrinkle, that ongoing government shutdown, leaving veterans visiting the nation's capital to wonder if the monuments constructed in their honor would even be open to visit. Luckily, I got the chance to tour the monuments with our nation's heroes, and I asked their thoughts on the ongoing government shutdown.
Chuck Schumer, who I've known for a long time, and the radical left Democrats are holding the entire federal government hostage to appease the extremists in their party. We will not be extorted on this crazy plot of theirs.
With the backdrop of a government shutdown, the Oklahoma Warriors Honor Flight still completing their mission to take veterans to the monuments made in their honor in Washington, D.C. And while some veterans just don't play politics.
Partisan politics, and I don't understand it, and never will, and I don't think they do either.
Others have strong thoughts about the current state of the government they fought for and represent.
It's hard. I mean, I've never seen so much hatred between our people. And I mean, it's like we're hating each other now instead of trying to solve what our problems are.
We as citizens pay our taxes to run a government. So why should the government run it down, is basically what it amounts to. So I hope that this will be over soon.
Some even have direct words on who needs to lead the change.
I really think that our congressmen need to get it together, and then the Senate, and then the president. Each group can only do so much, and but when people decide to shut down the government and sit on their hands and not do anything, you know, our tax dollars go for that.
As the shutdown continues and our veterans look on, they can see the toll it's taking on the nation.
Hopefully, the president and them, they'll get this all straightened out and get us back on track, because you know, it just keeps us dragging us down.
While our nation's leaders say the problem's littered with roadblocks, those who fought for our country see an open road to a solution conveyed in a message short and sweet.
And these guys that get a paycheck and want to run for office, they need to just step up and do their job. They're not going to get 100% of what they want. Make it work. They can always make it work. And all they got to do is start talking to each other.
Adam King, Fox 25 News. The Trump administration is tapping 3 different financial accounts to make sure U.S. troops get paid on Friday as the government shutdown drags on. Administration officials says a total of $5.3 billion will be reallocated to pay service members of the Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps. $2.5 billion coming out of a military housing fund. The remaining amount is split evenly from a Defense Department U.S. Navy shipbuilding account and a research and development account. That was your Big Story Breakdown. You can learn more about the Meals on Wheels program and the food giveaway happening this Saturday on OKCFox.com. Plus, go over to our YouTube page where you can watch all of our previous Big Story Breakdowns. You scan the QR code you see on your screen or search OKC Fox.